Alright, back with another decode. This is going to be on the death of Takeoff of the Migos. I know this is kind of late. I post them, obviously way before. It's posted a week ago, but um, just kind of finding the time to do it and the motivation. But yeah, we're doing it now. I think we have some interesting connections here with Halloween. You know, uh, Takeoff, a member of the Migos. Quavo's Without You in tribute to Takeoff. And like I said, Halloween. Um, 'Cause as you know, so Takeoff died on the day after what's known as Halloween. But Halloween to us is really Hallows Eve because All Hallows Day is on this day that Takeoff died on, November 1st, 11/1. And of course, you know, 111, if you convert 111, like, okay, for example, like, Halloween associated with witches, whatever. Um, if you type in witchcraft, or we'll just do it, witchcraft. Oops, hold on. Okay. So you see how it equals 111 in the most simple cipher? Well, that means it equals 666 um, in the English Sumerian cipher. There's all sorts of rituals that go down on Halloween, uh, Hallows Day, whatever. Both days, around both days, for both days, whatever. And historically, throughout history, there have been human sacrifices for this time. So I'm suggesting, yes, Takeoff was probably, one of these examples. And, you know, how I was saying Takeoff died in what's known as oh, excuse me. The day Takeoff died on is also known as All Saints Day. How fitting, how holy, for the Catholic Church to be associated with a day that has been historically, um, you know, associated with human sacrifice and, all that and the wickedness. And it's just, how fitting. Um, but yeah, All Saints Day, November 11th. I mean, November 1st, excuse me. And, you know, um, this holiday's name equals 79. 79 is the murder number, as murder equals 79. And Society of Jesus, 79. Um, and this holiday, slash the day Takeoff died, was a span of 79 days after the Society of Jesus' birthday. So, exposing again who runs the show, just overwhelming amount of examples to prove that the Jesuits are behind all this. They are the New World Order, the military order that operate out of the Catholic Church. So, yeah. But furthermore, Quavo released his song Without You in tribute to Takeoff, a span of 201 days after Takeoff's birthday. Oh no, they're a big number again. As Society of Jesus is the Jesuits' formal name, but then their order, their order name is the Jesuit Order, and that phrase, the Jesuit Order equals 201. This is a big number with them. And interestingly, at the end of this song, Quavo says, "Take, I'm sorry." It's like, well, why are you sorry? So I said, indicating some sort of guilt, perhaps, in some way, shape, or form. And in addition, just to top this off, um, the alleged murderer of Takeoff, his name, Patrick Clark, just a name that happens to equal 201. Just happens. Um, So I'm sure it's not the Jesuits behind any of this. Takeoff died at age 28 in the 28th state, Texas, and his name Takeoff equals 28. Kill equals 28. Also, Quavo's Without You released on a date with numerology of 28. Let me think. It was not December. January 4th. So you can do the math yourself. I'm not gonna shouldn't have to explain it. And deceased, the word deceased equals 28. Without You released 64 days after Takeoff died. 64, another kill number. Kill equals 64. Migo equals 64. And Takeoff equals 64 as well. So just how concrete. Interestingly, the phrase sacrificial lamb equals 64 as well. And a sacrificial lamb is a metaphor or literal, um, to be taken literally, and it's an animal or person that is sacrificed for a common good or greater good. I mean, these people sacrificed, how people are sacrificed for the continuation of fame, fortune, whatever, or to get their foot in the door of that world, if you know what I mean. Obviously, the Migos have been popular for a while, so I just, I think they do this like I think they do this stuff like it's like feeding the beast, keeping, you know, you still got the other two, right? And the other two, they have family and they're spreading, giving their money to their folks, whatever. It's like having that one sacrifice so that the majority can keep up their fame, their fortune, the life they're accustomed to. You know what I mean? So, uh, that's what I think. And Takeoff's death also syncs up with the other Migo, Offset. And as Takeoff died exactly 46 weeks after Offset's birthday, Rap equals 46, Shot equals 46. Takeoff was shot. And Sacrifice equals 46. And Houston, Texas equals 46. This is where Takeoff was killed. Recall how I was talking about the day Takeoff died on being All Hallows Day, which I said human sacrifices have historically taken place on, or at least rumored to. I can see it. Well, the phrase All Hallows Day also equals 46. So, uh, yeah, and on top of that, 46 weeks translates to 322 days, which is the big number of skull and bones, a secret society that is littered with death symbolism. They're literally called the Brotherhood of Death. So you could also say that Takeoff died 322 days after Offset's birthday. But yeah, 322 has a lot to do with death and destruction. 322, the guide stones were opened on that day, and then you know, they get destroyed, and you know, Order 322 Skull and Bones had a lot to do with 9/11. They were all synced up with that event and what happened, a bunch of destruction. So this number is associated with death. You could also say, given this, that Takeoff died 43 days before Offset's birthday. The phrase or the word murdered equals 43, RIP equals 43, and killing equals 43. Yeah, that is all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.